I thought it was.
Really?
And people had to keep telling me it was Tuesday.
Did you show up here?
I showed up here, but
That's why Al did a show.
I realized when I showed up here that it wasn't Wednesday. See, I was coming down to do a couple other things, and then
And you're like, oh yeah, it'll work because I got the show, and
yeah, and then I realized it wasn't actually Wednesday.
that is awesome.
So if you see that show that Al did yesterday,
Yeah, tell me about it.
please
'Cause I don't really remember it.
please disregard it. Yeah,
Disregard.
just don't like it.
Oh, I gotta get some.
Right?
better
Don't
at
hit
it.
that like.
Well, if you want to like it, you can like it.
You can enjoy the show, but don't hit the like button.
No, man.
No,
it's
it was. It's
oppressive.
So
It's forcing you to do something else that people will like.
that's right. They never give you a button of your own choice to fill in. They decide if it's going to be a heart or a thumbs up. There should be other icons to choose from, I think.
Like Elvis.
Yeah.
Elvis is a great icon.
Oh yeah.
What other icons are there? The Pope? Pope's an icon. I don't know about it.
Well,
He's an icon.
it's been very busy times for moi, if you will.
How's the store been going for you?
It's been going good. Mark was there all weekend, and we had a blast. Sold tons of weed.
Great visit.
Yeah, he's just such a fun guy. He's so welcoming and willing to tell us many, many stories to people and engage them. So a lot of people did come by to see him, and we sold them all marijuana as they stood around. So it worked out well. Yeah, we had record days, and it's continued to build.
Nice.
Didn't have a chance to bring any weed with me, so we got some in from Aurora. Can we get this cam on,
Can we get the
Alyssa?
Aurora cam going?
Oh, we got an Aurora cam?
Yeah, we got one of the LPs to provide the weed today.
Oh, wow.
So unfortunately, we had to strip away all the weed that wasn't good in the 14 pounds that they gave us. So
Into those two golden leaves.
these little leaves here, yeah.
Very,
So-
very, very nice pigment on those. You can tell they're void of chlorophyll.
So if you want to get this kind of quality, you can get that mailed to you from Aurora or Tweed or
They're picked in
Tilray.
14 pounds.
Yeah, just
It's all right, though.
a little
So
expensive,
sad.
but I'm smoking Sweet Skunk that was passed to me by a friend before the show, and it's fucking killer.
Yes, you haven't passed that.
Oh, I'm like, how come he hasn't been passing it? Must
Should-
be really good.
Shouldn't have mentioned it.
I would have eventually. That's
Yeah.
Sweet Skunk that I
I'm
was
smoking this crappy overfed PK that
Yeah, I've been fucking
nobody would
rocking
have said
this-
pass it.
This monster bud PK.
And I got some Congolese here to back that up, so I'm not complaining. Who could complain? And this is actually a Kush times sour diesel that another friend grew, and it is delicious.
Yeah,
as
those
well.
really look spectacular.
We
And
could
that ringer off.
crush up some.
Let's do it.
What else we got? I got some terps here, a little bit of terps, not too much left.
You've got some interesting distillate.
And this
Some
thing,
distillate that really caught my eye.
the,
Super clear.
some clear stuff. Don't know.
Extremely clear.
Don't know what it is, really, but gets you stoned.
And it's got no smell. I did the back of the hand test. It's completely void. So
And you don't smoke much because you can't get it out of here. But it's nicely presented, glass on glass syringe. So, checking it out today. See if we can get a gob of that goo out of there. This microphone doesn't seem very loud.
what? Is this
What?
even on? I don't know.
Mine's going, isn't it? No. Oh, mine doesn't sound like it's going either.
Even our microphones are buzzed today.
Sorry, I didn't mean to gasp.
Well, Alyssa is behind the dials today, and she does a wonderful job. She's been hit by lightning more times than anyone in this room.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why there's a buzz. Oh, there's true story, yeah. How did that happen to you? Where were you?
I was working at a racetrack filming horse races.
She was working at a racetrack filming horses
And then the power.
mating. Was it that what you said? Breeding?
So,
So God looked
and
down.
what happened? What happened? What happened to you?
I went into a panic attack, but it was pretty intense. Like, it was like really,
Yeah, that would
yeah, it was
get
really
your
intense.
heart
She had a
started.
panic attack.
Yeah, it's like a whole.
So God must have looked down and said, these horse races, I don't mind those so much, but taking pictures of it?
That's
Get-
exploitation.
Yeah.
No exploitation on my watch.
Alyssa has lightning stories too to tell. Didn't you tell me that some guy got hit 14 times? 11 times.
Wow.
Even once when he was sitting inside his house. It hunted him down.
Still gonna get you.
Still alive.
To change the magnetic field around you, so like a lot of people who've been hit their clocks, like watches will spin like crazy. Like just the magnets are spinning inside it.
Wow.
Amazing. Well, I'm glad that it hasn't hurt you any more than it did.
At least you're still here.
Of course, I never,
Lights turn off for sometimes.
but we never knew Alyssa before she was hit. So that's what brought her in our family, I'd have to think.
Being buzzing.
But yeah, so it has been a lot of fun and quite busy getting the dispensary going. We, of course, got a letter from the city telling us to stop doing it. But our landlord is totally with us. Mark is totally ready to take the city to task. And we're going to fight them tooth and nail.
Tooth
Nice.
and nail.
Yeah. So
It's the name of a Dawkins album. I think.
Mark's got some plans, but I can't divulge what those are just yet. So, yeah, the city came down, inspected us. Then the city guy phoned and said, you know, you haven't got a license. I said, will you give me a license? He said, no. I said, well, so what? What are you going to do now? You won't give me a license. I want a license. He says, no, what we're going to do is fine you $1,000 a day. I said, you're fining me because you won't give me a license, or I don't have a license? He went, ah. So, yeah, they sent an official letter, a registered letter, and another letter came in the mail, the very same letter.
Registered one?
Yeah, an unregistered
okay.
one.
You keep
Sent
sending
you.
the same letter?
Yeah,
Is it, which one is it?
it's the letter A.
Really?
A.
Huh.
Of course, sent one to the landlord and one to the landlord's lawyer, oddly enough. So, don't know what's going on there, but the whole thing's fucked. City's fucked. They don't have any right. They cannot overturn federal law that says no one's allowed to sell marijuana. So how can the city come in and
Well, it's
and
fucking.
say
It's extortion.
it is totally?
It's complete extortion. What
It's
they're
just
doing
like-
is it's a shakedown. So I think we should just all start calling the city and being like, hey, you know, you guys are shaking down Vancouver dispensaries. So how much is the vig?
Yeah.
We'll pay the yearly vig, and we just want to sell weed on a corner or somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, we don't even need a facility. Just give us like what corner can we use?
Yeah.
What parking lot? Like outside which arcade or which bar can we stand? And what's the annual vig?
Yeah, that's exactly
because
what
that's
it
what
is.
Like fuck,
It's
let's
just
be honest.
a new gang on the street, calling themselves bylaw enforcement.
The whole
Really?
thing is
That's
asinine.
It
funny.
is.
It really is.
It is no different than.
And I understand. Yeah, it's there's some sort of it's progressive in certain ways, but really the motive behind it isn't progressive. The motive behind it is oppressive.
Yeah, it's this constant desire to fucking attack us and take advantage of us. Oh, marijuana, we can take advantage of this. And then they say, well, you should pay $30,000 for a license. Like fucking skyrocket out of the blue
Oh,
kind
it's
of
not
number.
just 30,000 for a license. You have to pay for all those permits, and
Oh.
the city recognized contractors to fulfill those contracts of those permits before you get the $30,000 a year license.
Yeah.
And that takes in most cases 100 to 200,000.
So it is just one big fucking rip-off scam, and I don't know. I'm prepared to take them to the wall over it, and I'm going to get Pink Floyd to pay for it.
Nice.
I like that idea.
They should pay for
They
the
might
wall.
kick down. They might.
Yeah.
They got some bank, and maybe they'll play like a concert to pay for it. It'd just be like an afternoon in the park with Pink Floyd, and that would pay for the whole thing.
Or maybe dinner with Pink Floyd.
I bet you even dinner with Pink Floyd would pay for the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it'd be
Very interesting.
probably a pretty good meal.
Let's see how much dinner with Pink Floyd is.
Yeah.
Let's have a fundraiser. Pass me
The
that ashtray for a brief moment.
money. Well, what else is going on? Stuff's going on around marijuana?
I don't know. Whatever.
Things aren't so...
Nothing, everything, something. Who knows?
But it's never-ending stuff around cannabis culture. Yeah, Mark, he's just such a fun guy, and just having way too much fun in Toronto. He is really, really enjoying his Church Street dispensary that he's got going there and lounge.
Cool.
So, yeah, and his point of view here is this: we want to show the world that this is the way it can and should be. Here's the model that we want, and otherwise, we're not going to stop doing it. Right? So, that's my point of view too, is that
Not gonna stop.
no, I want to be treated fairly here in the world. This is just childish, the way they approach it here. And they approach it that way everywhere. They're just using their feigned fear and loathing about marijuana to fucking rip us off more. To penalize us more. To make us fucking go stand in the corner more. Right? I'm fucking
Stand in the corner.
tired of it. These idiots. So,
Happy belated 420, by the way.
belated? Well, how did we miss 420?
We're talking about some really important shit, man.
They never played the song.
No, you
They
don't.
always play the song.
They never
before.
played the song.
So, what? In the United States, they're just going berserk. Ah. They're in a Trump tailspin. Holy fuck. It's just madness around the whole thing. Nobody's going to go to the inauguration. No musicians would play for Trump. Any that said they would backed out.
Yeah.
Even the fucking cover band of Bruce Springsteen, who hates Trump, the cover band he hired backed out. So the only band that's going to play is Three Doors Down. Apparently. And country and western singers. They'll, of course. Toby will be there. The Keiths will be there. Right. But Three Doors Down, I don't think it hurt their fan base because I don't think they have any. They haven't for years. So they must have a new album they're touring behind at the inauguration.
Probably.
And of course, Trump spent all of Martin Luther King Jr. Day fighting with the fucking main guy in the African American community on Twitter. The guy who marched with Martin Luther King got his head smashed by cops. This guy is who Donald Trump was nattering with all day. Like, this fucking guy's just a goofball. And we got our own goofball coming too in Canada. There's a guy, Kevin O'Leary, has announced that he's going to run for the leadership of the Conservative Party. Yeah.
Like the
Oh, yeah.
Dragon's Den dude.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
No way.
So
That
Now,
could be bad for Canada.
he's
He's
exactly
great
like
for
Trump.
fucking entertainment.
Yeah.
Like it's
Oh no, it's
great entertainment value.
it's exactly the same
But
as
that could
Trump.
be bad for Canada.
Yeah. Oh, it would.
What the?
It would be. It would be
I
really
thought my
bad
torch
for
was about to blow up.
Yeah, that's what was blowing up in here. I'm like,
piece of glass.
breathe.
Didn't startle me at all, actually.
It scared me. I
No.
thought it sounded like glass falling.
It sounded like glass breaking, didn't
Yeah, I
it?
was like, oh fuck.
Or was that my eardrum? No, Kevin O'Leary is just as frightening as Donald Trump, and the only reason that he is running is because that goon got elected, and he thinks that the same kind of approach is going to work here in Canada, and it won't be long before he'll start with his racial slurs.
Brittany.
Nice.
It's written.
Hi, you're live on Pot TV.
Go ahead.
I'm doing great. You're live on Pot TV. Let me call you in a little while. Brittany says, bye Pot TV.
You don't like me. I don't like this game.
Well, an unusual thing.
Can you take my honest? Yeah.
That wasn't a fun.
It got really quiet in here.
Yeah.
Because we're deaf now. No, Kevin O'Leary is, he's just a knucklehead. Thinks he's all that. Because he's got Twitter. He's got a fan base
Got
on
Twitter
social
fingers.
network is what he said, right? So he thinks that this is possible for him too. But he did talk about cannabis legalization. And he says, legalization of marijuana? Absolutely. I want to regulate it.
I can totally see that.
I want to regulate it. Particularly these ingestibles. Ingestibles. That's what I'm going to change the name to our stuff at the dispensary is ingestibles, not edibles. No one's prohibited ingestibles, as far as I know. But he says, I want to make sure the quality is safe for Canadians. If they're going to consume it, I want to regulate it and tax it like any other commodity that goes through the government system. Huh. Right? Fuck off, Kevin O'Leary. I want to regulate it.
A little bit of tax as long as he didn't overregulate it.
He didn't say we should regulate it. We should tax it. He says I want to regulate it. So fuck off, goofball. Go back to your stupid Dragon's Den and hook up moms that are making fucking some sort of new diaper. Right? Lame shit that you think is all that, right? And that you're some big deal. Right? I know Donald Trump. You're no Donald Trump. So, yeah, the Canadian version. But it's all fucked. Politics is all fucked. I don't care who it is. Doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter if it was Hillary, it's Trump, it's fucking Trudeau, it's whoever the NDP will never have there. Right? Doesn't matter. That's all
Politics
that.
is a fucking flawed system by nature.
Yeah, it's run by corporations and influence.
It's set up so that somebody loses. The minute a demographic isn't being served and their point of view isn't being served, it doesn't matter what it is. Like, let's say we have a completely liberal demographic that becomes oppressive to the corporate demographic, then their fucking rights are being violated because
Yeah.
they have the right for all interests to be served under this fair rule. And it's not so. It's set up so that one side becomes dominant, the other side becomes weak. And how fucking fair is that? It's never fair. That's just stupid.
Can't make money on the stock market.
It's like the most failed thing that mankind keeps trying to it's insanity is what it is. Because when you keep repeating a failed action expecting a different outcome, you have the definition of insanity. It's like,
Yeah. Well, it's like the stock market. You can't make money in the stock market if some guy doesn't lose money. Right? It's this balance of fucking... Apparently, there's only so many human rights to go around. Right? And sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't, right? This group gets them, and then that group gets them, and some groups never get them at all. Right? So, politics is fucked. But medical marijuana, big recall in the medical marijuana.
Using Eagle.
Yeah, medical marijuana recall expanded after banned pesticide found. 2 more licensed medical marijuana producers have voluntarily recalled hundreds of grams of the drug after traces of controversial pesticide banned in Canada were detected in their supply, raising questions about Ottawa's oversight of an industry expected to explode with the upcoming legalization of cannabis. Who the fuck writes this stuff? That was 2 sentences, the whole thing. No shit. Like, really? Have you never heard of a fucking period? Or it's a new thought? That's why you have a period, because the thought's finished, you're going on to a new one. It's not just dragged out. It's not like a text. Last week, organogram. What the fuck kind of name is that? I'm going to have an organogram transplant. Organ is the first word in their fucking name. Organ. You'll never sell a gram in the States. Ever. With a name like that, they'll go, I don't even know how to say
Prepare.
it. No. Is it a broadcast?
I need that.
Are we on air still? We don't even know. Do we?
That's the fucking problems with being a moderator, bro. You take
We
on
live.
the responsibilities of everything.
Did you stop the show for a minute? Oh, we're still live. We're still live. Okay.
We're
Oh, well,
live.
Then we should move around.
J-Mac is,
We're...
J-Mac's a little offended. You
Right.
guys
Evanson.
pissed him off.
You got problems, you take it up with organogram.
Organogram is the ones responsible.
I'll have a gram of that organ, please.
Yeah.
The liver. So,
Oh, is it like that?
Yeah.
and
Are
that's
we
how
good?
it all works.
Holy fuck.
So,
Caught in time warp.
I hope you all understood all of that, and because there's no,
Take it into consideration before you
Yeah.
try that next
Take
time.
it with a
though.
grain of jello.
Really
at
though.
least.
How are we sounding, chat? What's going on? Are we okay?
Chatwick.
Has shit restored itself? Does the show
Yeah, we've
still
had
suck?
some technical difficulties.
the fuck, Jay?
that, I think.
Come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's just a couple wires, J-Mac. I'm just fucking with everybody because J-Mac is literally just the chat moderator, has nothing to do with sound tech. Come on, J-Mac. Jeez.
But we're going to, I think we'll
We're putting
blame
it on him anyways.
putting it on Craig X.
It's actually, yeah, it's
Yeah.
there's new tech been introduced that hasn't been figured out in practice trial runs.
New tech on Thursday. Right. than problem. So I know Craig made off with the connector, I think. Maybe.
Craig, you're getting blamed for this, man.
Yeah. Now we had to blame somebody.
Fucking
Hey,
eat.
you got the Thursday show.
I don't know if it's necessarily Craig's fault or the fault of new tech.
New tech.
Not the new tech, but new technology. What?
Some
Sorry.
audio.
What are you doing?
Okay.
We're trying everything we can.
Yeah. So eventually we get that sorted out.
What's your hum? Oh, it's crackling. So it's not like a constant like a
But is it still working or what? But is it just as funny? Eh? Didn't turn down the fun knob.
Okay, how about now? How do we sound now? Anything?
Well, we don't. It's working for people out there.
Can you hear me now? I don't think they can hear me. That's broken. This doesn't even work.
It's not even a real mic. It's not
not even a real
plugged
mic.
in.
Doesn't even have an on switch.
So what's going on, Alyssa? Is it?
Hello,
Oh, yeah.
Spacey.
Spacey.
Welcome to the psychedelic episode of From Under the Influence.
This is like improv comedy most of the time. You just mention a word.
Okay, go.
Give me the name of a city. Cleveland.
British Columbia.
Cleveland, British Columbia. Is it worth continuing?
I guess we'll see you next week.
All right, well, let's not torture them anymore. But if it...
Bye-bye. We're going to get high.
You're going to do our voice?
Hello. Hello.
Stop yelling.
What do you mean? Are we yelling?
You know, like we're yelling?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, there's a big buzz.
Big buzz.
Big old buzz.
It could be because our weed is that good.
Yeah,
today.
we'll pull the pin on it, get that fixed, and
Yeah.
come back sounding even better.
Bye.
Well, sorry that didn't work out, but just couldn't overcome the glitch just yet. But we'll be back. So,
Couple hours of trial broadcasting, and that'll be no problem.
yeah. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm Marijuana Man. Thanks to Al for being here, and
Thanks for having
Kush
me.
Queen, and all our friends in the house. And thanks to Alyssa for desperately trying to figure out this audio thing. And she will, of course. So yeah, thanks to everybody for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Peace and pot.
Bye.